You know, there's a lot of things about being a YouTuber that I have learned along the way that is nobody has ever explained. And it's interesting to me that I sit here in the car while it rains, patiently, trying to come up with something, to think of something, to do something. Um, it's very interesting because no one ever tells you that you're probably going to run out of ideas at some point, and you're going to have to really think deep into your mind about how you want to create content. And that there may even be times that when you are sitting and about to record, the idea that you thought you had was going to be good, it just all of a sudden isn't so good in your head anymore. And you don't. You'll end up staring at the camera for an hour while it stares back at you, waiting for something to happen. It's like, what are you waiting for? I don't know. Do the roar. I don't know. Something interesting, I guess? Yeah, me too, kid. Me too. So, yeah. I was going to do like a DoorDash idea, but I don't really like that idea because I don't really want to make DoorDash content because that's not, I don't define myself by DoorDash, and I don't really want my entire channel to be dedicated to just a job, a temporary job that I'm doing. And I want to travel more, and I want to go out there and do the thing, but it's very difficult to travel this time of year. Well, in general, with the potential of a third world war on our hands, a pandemic, border lockdowns, economy crisis, a full-on, basically a collapse of anything else, a 10% inflation rate to pretty much everything. Gas is through the absolute roof. It is not a good time to be a travel vlogger. It is rough out here, my guy. And I've been doing the DoorDash thing to kind of eke by and do things. And during the pandemic, delivery drivers would live like kings essentially, and would basically just, I'd be making hundreds of dollars a day, and now I sometimes it's a little tight when it comes to paying bills and stuff, and that's a struggle. And don't get me wrong, it's kind of my own fault. I made the decision to do it. I made the decision to be a full-time dasher and gig worker and independent, but I love it, and I never will stop loving it, and it's great, but it does come with its side effects, and I just not sure how to feel about those side effects, because there's a lot of things I want to do in life, and there's a lot of things that I want to achieve, and there's a lot of places I want to see, and I'm at a point in my life right now that I don't even know how to achieve those things, if I'm being completely honest with you. And yeah, it's kind of rough out here sometimes, So I do have plans in place, though. I do have things that I want to do in life, and I do have an idea of how I want to do things, I think. I don't know. Because life is so damn liquid, I would say, because it's all over the place. It's never what you want it to be. Life becomes whatever is holding on to it. So if it's a bowl, it's a bowl. Be water, my friend. It's like that. And it's like, man, how do I plan for something in the future when literally I can't even plan for what happens tomorrow, because when I do, things change? I mean, you can ask my girlfriend, it's the same thing. We make plans. We're like, all right, we're going to go do this thing tonight. Probably not. I don't know, maybe. But then I get a phone call and be like, we have a whole set of plans that are just appeared in front of us. Or something pops off like it normally does and ruins everything, or sets it up to where it's far more difficult to do things. Or life is just so intrinsically difficult for everything that you do. And that's why I think relationships are really important over anything else, honestly. I really think relationships are the most valuable thing in the world, because currency is man-made. People have created the demand for money and currencies and anything else, and all of it's just honestly fake. In my opinion, it's all just fake. There is no such thing as money. There is no such thing as uh, wealth, because it's all man-made. My wealth, in my opinion, is relationships. So having a strong relationship with people, having a strong connection with people is far more important, in my opinion, than it is to be wealthy and rich. But that doesn't mean I don't like money either. I still very much require the monies to do the things that I want to do with the people that I want to do them with. And it's like, fuck. How do we do that? How do we do the things we do? Because it's so frustrating to me. Because I'm out here doing the thing, trying to do the thing, getting the thing done, and getting little to no results. And it's part of the grind. I understand. It really is. And I get it. No big deal. But it's just that, how long of a grind? You know what I mean? Because you're grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding and grinding. And you see very little progress, there is progress. I admit there is progress. And I'm absolutely flabbergasted that there is any progress at all. But at the same time, it's like, man, am I doing it wrong? Or does it just take this long? Or is this how it's supposed to be? And that's kind of where I'm at right now, is like, I love doing the YouTube thing. I love doing the Instagram thing. I love doing all the social media presence, and I love interacting with people online as well as just people in general. I'm very much of a people person. I love talking to people. I love experiencing new things and hearing new stories and talking to new people and just doing the thing, and it's fantastic. But I just don't know. I'm just not sure what to do. Because I've been branching out on some other content, as many of you have already seen. There's branching out of the live streams, the little clips here and there, and I did some shorts. But at the same time, I'm also just a regular guy. Like, everyone, I don't know, seems to think, once you put that YouTube name on there, that you make YouTube content, I've noticed that people either think that you're some crazy individual that lives a extravagant life, that is out here doing the most and whatnot and everything else. But like, I'm just a regular guy that lives in the Midwest, that just works every day and does my thing and goes home and plays video games like anybody else, I feel like. And sometimes that brings me back into the content thing, is I love to travel, but I can't really travel right now. And it makes a struggle to make videos, because there are people who watch my videos who only want to see travel videos, and I'm happy to make those, and I love doing it. I mean, heck, I've been all the way to California because of this channel, and because of other opportunities, I've been able to go travel all over the country, and it's been fantastic. But there's times like this where it's that transition time, that in between adventures, I would say. I'm kind of just chilling here, just vibing, trying to make it. But at the same time, I can just feel that there's a transition in life occurring and happening right now that is so, how do I even say it, just very strong, right? So it's at like a plateau right now. So with that in mind, I've been just trying to vibe out on that. It's been interesting. DoorDash has continued to dwindle. I've even started to apply for jobs, believe it or not. That sounds crazy for me. I haven't had a full-time job like that in a long time. And unfortunately, a lot of people do not like the idea. Well, I should say a lot of employers don't seem to be hiring, or if they are, they're hiring very specific kind of people with a lot of experience or a lot of particular field, I would say. I don't know how to describe it, to be honest with you. I just know it's really freaking hard to get a job right now, because I've been applying to Indeed, and I've done 57 jobs this week, and none of them have replied to me. So that's kind of an unfortunate thing, and it's rough, but it's okay. But we will prevail, and we will continue to do what we're doing, and we'll continue to make videos, and we will continue to have fun doing it, because even though it's a grind, and even though things are difficult, and things are, how I would say it, rough. Things are rough. We'll make it through. We always do. There's always a plan. There's always some way to solve it. Every storm has an end. There's always an eye to the storm. You just got to figure out where you are in the storm, you know? And we'll make it. I can promise. I can feel it in my soul. I can feel it in my heart and mind that this is where we're going. We are going to make this work. We're going to prevail, and it's going to be a good time. And I promise you, and as well as anyone else, that you can mark this video and you can come back in 10 years and take a look at it, and here I'll be with my little man bun and everything, just chit-chatting away, talking about all the BS of life, and we'll look back and be like, you remember that one time, that one video? Yeah, that was cringe. I can tell you. I hope one day this is cringe. I honestly do. I really do. I hope that one day I look back at this video and be like, oh God, maybe I should delete that. And somebody's like, no, you gotta leave it. Because cringe is good. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but cringe is good, because cringe means that you've grown as a person. If you can look back at anything of yours and cringe at it, it means you have grown from that person that made the video. And that's what I want. I want continuous growth, continuous progress, and continuous pushing forward. And it doesn't have to be a lot. Just progress, you know what I mean? Like, I just want to continue to go forward. And we will. That all being said, that little rant, as interesting as that was, it was a weird little rant, but I'm happy. We're doing it. It's going to be a good time. And if you stay through that whole rant with me and just listen to me do it, props to you, honestly. You guys make this work. I don't give you enough attention, but I see you out there. I see the people who watch my videos all the way through. I see the people who leave comments on my videos. I see the people who support me. I see those individuals who watch my videos, who come back to me and tell me about them, or I get text messages from people who are like, oh yeah, I watched your video today. That was funny. That's what I live for. The feeling of making other people happy, if that makes sense. It's when people tell me that they watched my video and they had a better day because of it. Or it's when people talk to me about content that I've created and they talk to me in a light tone or are real happy. It just makes me very happy to see it. Or when I make a video and then 10 minutes after I post the video, I get like 2 or 3 text messages and people be like, wow, man, that was a badass video, dude. I loved it. Or that was awesome. That's what I live for. That's why I make the videos. That's why I make content. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it for anything other than myself, because I enjoy it and I enjoy making other people happy. So if you're one of those people who sits there and watches all the way through until the end of all the videos, I want to give you a special shout out just for you. So yeah, I see you. I can't say names because it's YouTube and it's, safety and whatnot, and I won't do that. But I know who you are. I see you and I appreciate you. And thanks for listening. Thank you. And until next time, stay frosty, homies.